Good morning, one and all. I am Dr. Sunita Magre, speaker, national webinar on role of higher education in social building, organized by S. Milkha Singh Educational Institute, Bereta, Punjab. In this webinar, I am talking about the Constitution of India and gender equality. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution, said, "We are Indian firstly and the lastly." And this is very important for gender equality. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's one of the quote is very important for the gender equality. That is, I measure the progress of community by the degree of progress which women have achieved. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was a great supporter of women education, women empowerment, and women rights. He is not thinking on women education, women empowerment, and women rights, but he converts his thinking into the action, and his thinking and the action is reflects in the Constitution of India. The first page of the Constitution is Preamble, which favors gender equality and ensures social justice to the people of India. Indian Constitution assures justice, social, economic, and political equality of status and opportunity and dignity of the individual. It recognizes women as a class by itself and permits enactment of laws and reservations favoring them. Several articles in our Constitution make express provisions for affirmative action in favor of women. It prohibits all types of discrimination against women and lays a carpet for securing equal opportunity to women in all walks of life, including education, employment, and participation. The commitment of gender equality is at the highest policy making in the Constitution of India. Let's see the constitutional provision. The principle of gender equality is enshrined in the Indian Constitution in its preamble. Fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and directive principle of state policy. The Constitution not only grants equality to women, but also empowers the state to adopt measures of positive discrimination in favor of women. Within the framework of democratic polity, our laws, various development policies, plans, and the programs have aimed at women's advancement in various parts. Let's see the constitutional safeguards. In our Constitution of India, there are the various articles on gender equality. The main focus of all these articles is the gender equality. Let's take one by one article. The article number 40 includes, or it states that everyone is equal before law. It means all men's and women's are equal before the law. Article 14 gives right to equality. In article number 14, express two views. The one, equality before law, and the second, equal protection of the law. Now, what is the equality before law? The equality before law has its roots in English common law, and its mean that equals law shall be equal, and all these laws shall equally administer. And the second view, that is the equal protection of laws, has its origin in the section 1 of the 14th Amendment of US Constitution. The Article 14 applies to any person, including any of the company, association, unions, and the citizens. Article 50 states that the state shall not discriminate against any citizen on the grounds of only of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. It also states that no citizen shall on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them be subject to any disability, liability, and restriction or condition with regards to access to shops, to access public restaurant, to access hotels and places of public entertainment. The use of wells, tanks, bathing ghats, roads, and places of public resort maintained wholly or partly out of the state funds or dedicated to the use of the general public. Article 15 gives the right of affirmative discrimination to state. State can make some special provisions for women. For implementing Article 15 by 3, many states in India has made many special rules for the betterment of women. Article 16, it provides equality of opportunity for all citizens in matter relating to employment or appointment to any office under the state. State has to ensure equal employment opportunity to every citizen of India. Equal opportunity should be present in each area of employment as equal opportunity for accessing to the job, equal opportunity for the promotion in job, equal opportunity for evolution of performance, equal opportunity for getting reward. Right to equal opportunity is somewhere related to right to work. Article 29, it states that any section of the citizens residing in the territory of India or any part thereof having a distinct language, script or culture of its own shall have the right to conserve the same. It also states that no citizen shall be denied admission into any educational institution maintained by the state or receiving aid out of state funds on grounds only of religion, race, caste, language, or any of them. The Article 29(2) states that nobody will be denied from entering into a state-run educational institution because of their religion, race, caste, etc. This article mainly focuses on the group of people. Article 39, the state to direct its policy towards securing for men and women equally the right to an adequate means of livelihood under Section A, Article 39, and also equal pay for equal work for both men and women under the Article 39, Section G, to promote justice on the basis of equal opportunity and to provide free legal aid by suitable legislation or scheme or in any other way to ensure that opportunities for securing justice are not denied to any citizen by the reason of economic or either disabilities under Article 39, Section A. Article 42, it states that cast a duty on every employer to ensure just and human condition of the work and orders every employer to give maternity benefits to women. This article mainly focuses to provide good working conditions to all the employees. And if the employee is women, so she would get help in the period of pregnancy. These fundamental rights gives protection against unlawful behavior of employers. It ensures to work with dignity at workplace. This right has a broad meaning which includes the rights to dignified working condition, the rights to work that is free, chosen or accepted, the right to adequate remuneration, the right to a limited workday and remunerated period of rest, the right to equal pay for work of equal value, the right to equal treatment, the right to safe and hygiene working condition. Article 46, the state to promote with special care the educational and economic interest of the weaker section of the people and to protect them from social injustice and all forms of exploitation. Article 47, the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living of its people. Article 51, Section A, to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, to renounce practices derogatory to the dignity of women. And Article 243 mentioned that not less than one third, including the number of seats reserved for women belonging to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, of the total number of the seats to be filled by a direct election in every panchayat to be reserved for women, and such seats to be allotted by rotation to different constituency in the panchayat under the Article 243 Section D by 3. Not less than one third of total number of offices of chairperson in the panchayat at each level to be reserved for women under the Article 243 Section D by 4. Not less than one third of the total number of seats to be filled by direct election in every municipality to be reserved for women, and such seats to be allotted by rotation to different constituency in a municipality under Article 243 Section T by 3. And under the Article 243 Section T by 4 states that reservation of offices of chairperson in municipalities for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes and the women in such a manner as the legislature of a state may by law provide. Now, the Indian Constitution and the Government of India in action. To uphold the constitutional mandate, the state has enacted various legislative measures intended to ensure equal rights, to counter social discrimination and various forms of violence and atrocities, and to provide support services, especially to working women. Although women may be victims of any of the crimes such as murder, robbery, cheating, etc., and the crimes which are directly specifically against women are characterized as crime against women and broadly classified under two categories: the crime identified under the Indian Penal Code and the crime identified under the special laws. Let us take the various acts. The Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971. According to this act, no one can take life of any child by abortion, and it is common to abort a baby girl if parents don't want a baby girl. In this act, abortion has been mentioned a criminal act. In some exceptional cases, this act provides abortion to be performed by a registered medical practitioner in a government hospital. Such cases involves a risk to the life of women and substantial risk to the baby after birth. Commission of Sati Prevention Act 1987. According to this act, no one can force a woman to burn herself in burial ceremony of her husband. This act provides more effective prevention of the commission of Sati. Act says that whosoever does any act for the glorification of Sati shall be punishable. The Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques Act 1994. This act prohibits sex selection. This act prohibits the use of all techniques for the purpose of sex selection, which would also include the new chromosome separation techniques. It is also prohibits the advertisement of any technique used for the sex selection as well as those use sex determination, and it also imposes prohibition on the sale of ultrasound machine to person not registered in this act. Immoral Traffic Act 1956. According to this act, trafficking and sexual exploitation of women for commercial purpose is come under Criminal Act. National Commission for Women Act 1992. In January 1992, the government set up this statutory body with a specific mandate to study and monitor all matters relating to the constitutional and legal safeguards provided for women. Review the existing legislation to suggest amendments whichever is necessary. Domestic Violence Prevention Act 2005. This act provides for the first time in Indian law a definition of domestic violence which says it includes not only physical violence but also verbal, emotional, sexual, and economic abuse. Preamble of this act says an act to provide for more effective protection of the rights of women guaranteed under the Constitution who are victims of violence of any kind of occurring within the family. The Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act 2013. This is a legislative act that seeks to protect women from harassment at workplace. This statute superseded under the Vishakha guideline. This act will ensure that women are protected against sexual harassment at all workplace, be it in public or in private. This will contribute to realization of their right to gender equality, life and liberty, and equality in working condition everywhere. The sense of security at the workplace will improve. The participation of women in work will increase and it will be resulting better economic and inclusive growth. The Family Code Act 1984 Committee on the Status of Women in 1975 recommended that all matters concerning the family should be dealt separately. The Maternity Benefits Act 1961. This act aims at regulating appointment of women employees all over the country. The act provides 12 weeks as the maximum period for which any working woman shall be entitled to maternity benefits. She can avail this benefit as 6 weeks up to and including the day of her delivery. Employees State Insurance Act 1948. This act provides healthcare and cash benefit payments in sickness, maternity, and other situations. This act applies to all non-seasonal factories run with to employees. Social insurance are here which it provides medical benefits, sickness benefits, maternity benefits, disablement benefits, dependents benefit, and the funeral expenses. This act provides a social security to women at the time of their pregnancy. The Married Women Property Act 1874. This act clearly says that the wages and the earnings of any married women acquired or gained by her after passing this act in any employment, occupation, or trade, and also money or other property acquired by her through any artistic or scientific skill, and all savings shall be deemed to be her separated property. In such a way, a wife has a right to own the property of her. These are the act which is implemented by the government of India. Hope you will enjoy the session. Thank you very much.